All right, we're moving on now to the last lesson of this unit, which is moving between units of temperature. You see, in the United States, for example, they use the Fahrenheit scale, which is part of the imperial system. And in Canada, we use degrees Celsius, which is part of the metric system. Now, we know some things about the metric or SI system. We know that water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius and boils at 100 degrees Celsius. But the values in the Fahrenheit system are you freeze at 32 degrees Fahrenheit and boil at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. So you see, these are very different values. And it often is advantageous to be able to convert between, let's say, Celsius to Fahrenheit or vice versa. And these are the formulas that you will use to go between, okay? So of course, this one solves for Celsius and this one here solves for Fahrenheit. So I wouldn't say anything here is overly tricky. It's just about calculating in the proper way or according to bed mass. So example 1, in Seattle, someone said it was 42 degrees Fahrenheit. What is this temperature in degrees Celsius? So you always start with the blank formula. So it's 5/9 bracket F minus 32. And F is going to be where you put your Fahrenheit temperature. So next step, so let's put in our value. Sorry, you can put that 5/9 in brackets if you want because we're doing multiplication. Anyway, the F value would be 42 minus 32. Now what you're following here is bed mass, okay? And essentially that might ring a bell. That's order of operations. And what you're looking for here is how do you properly calculate this? You see the B stands for brackets, as in do what you can within the brackets first. Now, here's my advice, because we can keep this fairly simple because it'll be repetitive. Keep the 5/9 and put that in a bracket. Look at the 42 take away 32. That's 10. Now, these two brackets are right next to each other with no symbol. That means multiplication. So what you're going to want to do now is go, if you have a scientific calculator, you're going to want to go open bracket, 5 divided by 9, close bracket, times 10. And your answer will be in the ballpark of 5.6 degrees Celsius. Please make sure that you can do that in your calculator right now. Example 2 should have us going the other way. On a hot summer day, the temperature of tar heated on a paved road, it was 48 degrees Celsius. What is the temperature in degrees Fahrenheit? Well, here's the formula. It is 9/5 C plus 32. Now again, you see this 9/5 is right next to that C, so that means multiplication. And if you want to do this properly, following bed mass, we are going to do multiplication before addition. So you're going to go 9/5. I would suggest putting that in a bracket, timesing it by your Celsius value, which is 48, plus 32. The next step, according to bed mass, you see these two things are right next to each other with no symbol. That means multiplication. Multiplication comes before addition. So what you're going to do is you're going to go open bracket on your scientific calculator. 9 divided by 5, close bracket, hit the multiply sign, times 48. You see, what you just get when you multiply these two together, I got 86.4. Well, what's left over? We have a plus 32. All you have to do now is add those two values together, and you're going to get 118.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Not too many tricks going on here. The formula is not going to change. You just have to know how to properly calculate the values. So please relook at these videos if you want. And this is an example where you want to try the questions and check your answers right away because you want to make sure you're doing it right. If you don't get it, watch these videos again or speak with your teacher. Okay, let's give you some practice.